So that's a mindset change where it's not just about getting the product out the door, but it's being committed to the success of the product once it's in the market.
So guys, we've been seeing recently an uptick in manufacturers investing in new products and new product technology. Now, this is an exciting time because there's so much new technology out there with the industrial Internet of Things and just even with performance improvements across all different types of product categories. So we've helped manufacturers launch thousands of products over the years. And we've seen a lot of things that are good and a lot of things that are bad. Jim, I want to start with you because you've seen a ton, right? What are some of the common pitfalls that you see manufacturers making when they're launching new products?
Yeah, thank you, James. The checklist. Unfortunately, too often manufacturers use their stage gate process as a crutch. And though it's very important to make sure that no steps are missed, if you're overly dependent upon it, you lack accountability to the success of the product once it's out in market. And each stage, more value is lost. And so, what you really want to do is not be overly dependent on your stage gate, where early stage activity is heavily weighted and you don't have enough emphasis on the commercialization effort, and you don't have enough commitment to supporting that product once it's in the market. So that's a big pitfall that we often see.
I love it. So kill the checklist. Done. John, how about you?
Just to add on to what Jim said, I think the biggest failure in a lot of new product launches is it seems like all the money for a manufacturer spent in developing it. And then when they actually have to launch it and they've got to communicate it to their manufacturer rep, who then goes to the distributor, who then goes to the end customer, they don't properly resource that or plan that out so that the end customer never really truly gets the message or the solution that the product has been designed for.
Yeah, very much agree, John. We've seen a lot of that. So because there's so much investment made into these new products and the technology, what is some of the advice that we would give manufacturers and distributors who are looking to increase the probability that their products are actually adopted and moving into the market with the success that they want to see? Jim, let's start with you. What advice would you give to manufacturers and distributors?
The first thing you're going to want to do is you need to look at your product launch maturity. So perform an honest assessment of your organization to identify the strengths and weaknesses of launching a product. Too often when I'm at a manufacturer, I will ask a member of the leadership team to describe that process, and then I'll ask someone else the same question, and I don't get the same answers. And that's a problem. So you want to make sure that your organization fully understands your launch process and where they are, because you can add more value there once you have alignment. The second thing that we always recommend is creating an adoption team. James, you used that word just a second ago, but like what we've said, there's too much emphasis on the development of the product and not enough emphasis on launching it to adoption. So that's a mindset change where it's not just about getting the product out the door, but it's being committed to the success of the product once it's in the market.
Yeah, and we've seen tremendous performance gains in helping to shift that mindset from that team, Jim, of it's not about launching it, it's about getting the end customer to adopt that technology and giving that team enough resources and leeway to see that launch through and see that introduction of the product through until it's fully adopted in the marketplace. So very strong points. John, how about you? What would you recommend?
Hey, we talked about it a little bit earlier, but the last big portion is how do you communicate that to your distributor base? How do you get it through your manufacturer rep and the distributor to your end customer? And in my career as a distributor and all the distributors who work for and with today, that's really a big break point. And the manufacturers that are winning are not just throwing the product over the fence and hoping for the best. They're helping deliver the solution that it is built for in a way that a distributor could then take it out to the end user. Because we talk about this a lot, guys. Distributors are trying to move from component selling to solution selling. If you can really bring your new product into what solution it brings that fits into their solution selling process, you're going to have way more successful new product launches than you've ever had before.
Yeah, very, very strong point, John. And that's another big transformation, right? Is helping distributors see it in a different way and sell the solution versus the individual component or product. Great points. So if you're a manufacturer or distributor and you're looking to launch new products or new technology into the marketplace, here are the top 3 tips that we would give you. Number 1, do an assessment. Understand what your level of maturity is in launching new products and new technology in the market. This will help you identify gaps. It will also help you identify a go-forward plan for making improvements. As part of that plan, our second recommendation is to develop a market adoption team. And this could be simply shifting the mindset of your existing cross-functional team from introducing a product to getting the market to adopt your product. And then making sure that this adoption team has the proper resources for commercialization and long-term adoption plans of getting the market to really accept the product. And the final recommendation is with your distribution. If you're a manufacturer, ensure that you are really well aligned with how they go to market, how they sell, and give them the programs to sell solutions versus individual product components and whatnot. And this is more about solving a need at their end customer's facility or in their business, and how your new product or new technology can help them solve pain. Great insights, guys. Thanks for sharing.
Thanks, James.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for watching today. If you liked what you heard and you want to put some of these insights to use on your team, feel free to reach out to us at dorngroup.com. If you want to receive more unique insights like these for both manufacturers and distributors, follow us on our LinkedIn and YouTube channels.